Every night I think I solved my life. I lie there in my bed, and all over a sudden my brain starts connecting everything. Like every idea I get feels exciting. Every problem I'm facing suddenly has a solution. I start thinking about my movie, my YouTube channel, my life, and somehow in my head all makes perfect sense. And I think tomorrow is it. Tomorrow is the day when I'm finally going to build this thing. Tomorrow I'm finally going to get my life moving in the direction I want it to move. And I tell you, it feels absolutely real. And every idea I get, every solution feels absolutely achievable right then in that moment. I can literally see the finished project in my head. I know exactly how it's going to work, and I know exactly why it's going to work. In fact, it actually feels like I've already done it. And then obviously I can't sleep because I get super pumped, I get more ideas, I get more solutions, and I get super excited. And then I lose sleep, and I understand that the next day is going to be a challenge. And then hours later, I finally get to sleep, and then I wake up in the morning, and literally nothing of that energy is left. It's like somehow the men in black were there. Agent K popped up in my room, flashed the neutralizer in front of my eyes, and then jumped out of the window again to look at the stars. I mean, yeah, sure, I still remember what I wanted to do then, and when I wake up, I get to do that. I do that stuff because I'm a doer. But slowly and surely, I notice that what seemed so simple last night now isn't that simple anymore. In fact, I realize each and every component I thought of is not just one component. It's like 20 each, and suddenly I need a different camera mount, I need a different adapter, I need a different microphone, I need another cable, and I need new software. And the thing is, this is not just about film, it's really about any subject. You want to wash your car, but the car wash is closed because it's Sunday, or the battery is out, or you lack the 50-cent coin. Whatever it is, you name it, it happens all the time, it happens everywhere, and it happens to everyone. But the thing at its core is, uh, you know, like one solution creates five new problems, and instead of making progress, I find myself troubleshooting until I finally figure out a solution, only to realize that it takes a week for that solution to arrive, and that's hard because then the momentum is gone, and and you can bet your last dime that you know the second thing on my list then doesn't feel as easy anymore. In fact, it feels almost not achievable anymore. And of course, number three on that list may not even get touched anymore. Or you start all of them, and all of them have this obstacle, in front of them that blocks you from finishing them. And you just spend hours trying to remove those obstacles, and somehow, even though you worked all day, it feels like you accomplished nothing, and everything just vaporized. And now I'm pretty sure you know what I mean, but your project might not be a movie. Maybe it's starting a business, maybe it's going to the gym, learning a skill, learning a language. But yeah, it's everywhere. It's everywhere the same, and maybe you're just trying to get out of a place you've been stuck in for years, because in the end that's really what it's all about. It's about feeling stuck, and it's about actually being stuck, and it's about realizing that the Rambo one-man show is a pretty hard thing to pull off. Being a James Bond know-it-all type of guy, a MacGyver, a Rambo, that stuff is really hard to pull off. And of course, most of the time that stuff doesn't work out in real life. But then of course we keep telling ourselves that it does. And probably that's the same part of the brain that in the night tells you all the solutions to all your problems, right? And so anyway, you find out that the only thing that works when you try to do that is that you're getting stuck, and that you're being stuck in a loop, and stuck in a town, and worst places of all, stuck in your own head, because at the end of the day, that's the only place you can go. And when that happens, most of the time you already lost. And it's all just because of that number one obstacle that escalated into two, 3, 4, 5, 20 obstacles. And obviously you start extrapolating from there. And the brain loves to do that. And before you know it, another week is gone, another month is gone, another year is gone. And you're still in the same place, same town, same situation, and you realize you haven't been progressing at all. You only have been moving in circles. And yeah, so the only thing that actually progressed was your bank account, but obviously in the wrong direction. So yeah, there you are in your very own film noir, in your very own fatalistic nightmare, where motivation is not the problem, but getting out is. So the thing is, you really only have one pair of hands, one brain, one body. You can only build one thing at a time. And you have to accept that. You have to accept that the only way to get things done is doing them very slowly and very painfully. That's the reality, and that's the key. But naturally, we keep looking at the exceptions again, and we compare ourselves to them, and boom, we're back in the loop. And another year went by. So yeah, that's the part nobody talks about when you're building something. Everybody tells you gotta trust the process, you gotta love the process, but nobody tells you the process is ugly and it will take ages. And especially when there's nobody coming to help you, and most of the time nobody comes to help you. Yeah, most of the time. Sometimes they do show up, and you know that as well as I do. They do show up, and you know as well as I do that when they show up, it's completely random. And so yeah, all you can do is try to not get bitter when you're in that loop, and you got to try to stay positive and just continue and reiterate. And I know that is hard, but we are harder. And we don't wait for luck to strike. We know luck is an active thing, like a light bulb that only turns on when you push those pedals to power the dynamo. So guys, keep building, keep rebuilding. Fix your sleep, cut the noise, reiterate. And then the only thing that can stop you is lack of execution. See you in the next video.